Yes, hello everyone. Habari yenu? Yes. Come on, come. We talk a little. I don't want to sleep before we talk about this. Let's talk about all of us. Yeah, I'm waiting. Yeah, after kwenda Kibra. Nimerudi. Yes, Rose kama sasa. Yeah. Yes, Sister Dread, mambo, my sweetheart. Yeah. In the morning, I went to Kibra. And I went to look for Kibra. But I ended up in Kibera. That's the Kibera I know. I looked for Kibra, and my car was full with stones. I had taken the stones to Mheshimiwa Halwale for protection. But now, that is over. Yeah, it is over. Now we have to think about the outcome. The outcome was good, as was expected. I expected that outcome. Imran. That Imran, if you spell his name is Ren, Imran. And Imran ran. And ran with the people. And the people caught up with him. And they gave him their votes. Anyway, that is not my topic. I hate politics with all my might. But sometimes I learn something from something. Be it in politics, be it in anything, be it in... I do learn something. Me, I like learning something. And that is what I did today. Yes. Congratulations, Mr. Mariga. And when I do this, some will not be happy with me. I'm congratulating the two parties. And mostly Mr. Mariga. Yes. For conceding defeat maturely. Down, but not out yet. It is just the beginning. He is setting a pace. He's a pace setter. And now, I was thinking, what can we learn? Wanasemanga, asiyekubali kushindwa sio mshindani. Sio mimi nilisema. I used to, when I was in primary school mostly, I used to become, from standard 1 to number 1. Sometimes there was a lady called Jockey. Whenever she is Jockey, I salute you. Sijui uliendanga wapi, nilisikia ulimarika bananas. Sijui nakula tu banana huko ama kuna nini. Najua banana ni mahali kuzuri, kuna rotbani kuzuri karibu na tao. So Njoki sometimes will overcome me and I become number 2. Then I go back to my papers and see ni wapi mwalimu aliniangusha. Na nikiona ni mahali tu ati nikaspelling nimeandika karibu, nikaacha yu, naambia mwalimu asha, mwalimu hata wewe ukijijazia ni karibu ndio nipate yumia, kwa sababu nilipata 99.9 and I feel bad. That is why maybe Joki alinishida na hiyo point. So I was thinking about this Mariga thing. Like, ungefikiria ati ameshindwa na ako ka point, although ilikuwa imagine, alafu aanze shida, vituko na sarakasi, yeo, vile tulikuwa na mtu wangu, amenishika mkono hivi, msijashindwa. Lakini, hakufanya hivyo. Ali concede defeat maturely And I saw a lot of maturity in him. And I'm talking now about the phone shake, not the hard shake. Hard shake ni ya baba. Now, Mr. Mariga, share this video so that our brothers and sisters down there can see and can hear, because we learned something. For the first time they tried. It was for me, it was peaceful. It's not what I was expecting to see so many chaos and calamities and other things, but they did as well. Let's give credit where due. Me, I learned something, that things can change, and things can change from worse to better. They did well, and things still are changing. Even if the bedroom was tightly locked and nobody could penya into that bedroom, things can change from worse to better, and things can change just like that. If and only if we learn through our mistakes, we learn to do good, and we learn to follow the rules. So Mariga made me happy because he called. It looks like a cowardice call to me, but it is not. Him himself, he knew. He expected that. Not that he never expected to being defeated. No. He knew chances are that he can win and he cannot win. And sometimes we are confused by the multitude. If you see the multitude which was following this guy, you thought for real he could win. But for sure, if the multitude following him is the same people who voted for him, then they were royal. But mostly they are not royal. Some of them are just following. They are blindly waiting for kamkuku kaanguke hapo achukue, kashilingi kaanguke hapo achukue, anything. But they did as well. Anyway, Mariga behaved like a man. And I hope this is a lesson to our leaders, to our vigogo. Wanajitanga vigogo. Vigogo, kalimiti. Egwete. Vigogo hawa. Wanasiasa. I wish they learned something from this young Turk. To concede defeat amicably, in a democratic manner, in a mature manner. You know, even though he expected, some of them would not have accepted. And I was thinking, Kai, so if it is, Ren and won, kama Kipchoge na akawin, Mariga aligariga hapo tu, akaligariga hau, aligariga ashidwo, So I was thinking, when Imran Ren, kama angeshidwa, ikuwe ni mali kwani kugekuaje? And I was praying, God, let there be light from today that anybody can run and win and be defeated, and we stop fighting and bringing chaos. But again, I learned something, because they were like, where? I learned some people will never change, whichever way you look at them, whichever way you put them, they will never change. They just want to see things going haywire. But Mariga, that phone call, I'm calling it a phone shake. It is only that I come with a hi, sweetie. Fred Morege, how are you? You guys watching? Did you learn something? Boro, Simoni, Nyudo, Mafiro. Ulisoma kitu, juu mimi nilisoma mambo nyingi sana. I like sometimes, because of our busy schedules, you don't follow anything. So me, what I do, sometimes I wait for the outcome, because when I see blah blah blah, now I know maybe hii inaelekea hivi, na jijazi itakutokelezea hivi, na achana na hizo mastori. So now when this guy behaved maturely, I was impressed. Mariga, when I went to McDonald's to buy a hamburger here, I said, Heck no, there was a guy called Mariga Wanyama. And this Munyama behaved like, not like a nicely. He conceded defeat in a mature way, as young as he is. He never wanted to cause chaos. And you know what? Mr. Mariga knew very well. You know, he's a footballer. I don't know much about football. So all I know is that it's a handball, the goal, and the kick, and whatever, and offside. So Mariga, hata kama sijui hizo ma rules, knew for one, the ball can go offside. The goal can go through the goalkeeper, and somebody wins. So he knew some of the votes will go through the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper will not be able to nab, and the other guy wins. So he was prepared for that. He knew in between huko kwa kiwanja huko kwa zinaitwa ni kwa makampeni. Kama ni mpira naye Kadenga na mpira, Mariga na mpira, anampigia, anamgongea Imran anarusha tena, anamwambia nitawin, mimi niko tu mbele. Kai rekegwere. He knew all that. And he knew I'm here seated like Mariga because I was impressed. Because he considered defeat like a mature person. And that is what we want. Mimi nikikibizana na mtu nataka kuwa MCA, niache matusi, niache udu. Hata ulionaje, kwa siasa hakuna enmity. Ni mimi na wewe tu. Onyango yawa. Ochengi. Nyawanda yawa. Ni mimi tu na wewe tunapigana. Watu unapendana kabisa. Ati hi. I'm just congratulating you. Yes, unita lunch tende tukakule pamoja. Akumwambia I hate you. Heck no, I won, you stole, you rigged. Pana goalkeeper na marifari walikuwa wamejichwadi. Ungeona walikuwa gangari. Kama tikori oguoni mukuona. Lakini they did well. So Mariga lost it in a wise manner, and he knew the best way I can do this is being democratic. Just concede defeat amicably, concede defeat maturely, concede defeat as a would-be leader of tomorrow. And that he set a pace. Actually, if I'll be back home and he's standing or vying for any position and I happen to be back home, somewhere I can vote for him, I'll go, I'll do it. Now he knows what it takes to be in politics. It needs guts because he's just a polite guy. He's not in for it. He was in for a surprise though. But not that too much because he had people holding him. He had followers. And that is the best thing I saw. He had followers. Anyway, if we can shun violence and let things go their way, just like the way I saw people talking there, things can go better. If we can concede defeat and know that this is just like any other game. There is a winner and a loser. And the loser accepts, I've lost, no fighting back. It's like the dying of the last kicks of a dying horse. I win, I lose. Lose, lose, win, or win-lose situation. And in any race, in any game, there must be a loser and a winner. And they know when they are even in their card. You have to find that card. Kama mtu aoni, win. So they know their tactics. They know their rules. And with Kibera being an ODM area, they know their people. So araturuke, aratuibe, aratununu. We expected that, but they did well. So let's commend and recommend to our young, to our MCAs, instead of fighting benye tunaonanga wakifight, wa behave kama huyu mtoto wetu Mr. Mariga. I congratulate Mr. Imran Okoth for winning. He did his work well. Alipiga base kabisa kwa watu wao, wanamjua vizuri. Sisi hatujui, mimi hata sitaki kujua. All I want to know is that he won, and now he's gonna work for the people. He's still gonna work with Mariga whatsoever. They will never be enemies. They will always be friends, because too much needs to be done for the youth there. Mariga is a footballer. He knows more about football. Huko kumetokanga watu wa football, kunatokanga watu wa ngonya, kila kitu. So they still need to work together. Whatsoever, liwe liwalo, they have to work together. It is good to be expectant, not pregnancy. Not expectant as in you pregnant with twins or with triplets or quadrants or one baby. No, expectant of something. Be pessimistic and optimistic. Things can be good, things can be bad, and that way being 50-50, you'll always not be shaken. And that is why this young guy is not shaken, because he was pessimistic and optimistic. He can win, he cannot win. And that is why you see he just took his phone and called that other guy to congratulate him with a very open heart, with a bold smile. And I liked it, because maybe he meant it or maybe he didn't mean it. We don't know. It is only him who knows his feeling and his inner self and his instinct, what it was telling him. We don't know. He's the only guy who knows. But what we know is that he did well. He did very well. And he showed to us that in politics, there is no enmity, and he's ready to work with the winning team. These my t-shirt leads Team USA. So they gonna do their own team loser, team winner, Kibra, so that they work for the betterness of our Kibera people. Hii nilitafuta Kibra. Aki GPS ninitupa mchana nikipeleka mawe, lakini haidhuru. So they're gonna work together as brothers, as young turks, because they look young, so that they can uplift and change the conditions and the whole environment of Kibera. You know, it needs some upgrading. And I wish these two guys can work together. I don't know how the constitution says nowadays about that. I have my small constitution, my pocket constitution, and I think I should start reading now, because now nini zimeanza kukua kalikali, zima stories za siasa. You know, I know you people won't like me when I'm talking about Mariga. You want me to talk about Imran. Imran, I'll do his show on Sunday, Kegosho. Onake negamo inera. Negamo edera toriboto ako win. But for today, I am very concerned about what I saw. Did our leaders learn something? Did they see a great change? Did they imitate? Can they imitate Mariga and concede defeat amicably? Hakuna kusema kiribiwo, nikiyiruo, gishokeruo. Alisema tu, nimekubali, nidetekira. Immediately he called and congratulated the other party happily. It means he conceded defeat wholeheartedly. Hakuna kinyongo, you know. Utaifeel vile tu naifeel, nimewezwa, nimeshindwa, lakini hakuleta kamsha, you know, hakuleta shida, alikubali tu hivyo. And I wish our leaders can do that, ili tuzuie hizi mafighting, hizi makorogosho tunaonanga kucha after elections or during campaigns and elections. We learn to do good. We learn to give each other a chance. mimi hata sijui. I wish ningekuwa tu mwanasiasa. I wish ningekuwa najua ma stories za siasa. Mazee ningefanya mob, ningefanya makubwa, ningejaribu kuchange people's minds, even though it is not easy to change some of us. And just like they say, kwa soko akukosangi mugoroki, gutiagaga mugoroki orodhoko yothe. So like the way we saw that scenario, but there was somebody, a few people who wanted to be to pretend to be the best. Ni wao wanasema like they are not being watched, na kamera zote za wamulika, simu za watu za wamulika, wanachukuliwa clips zinasonga the whole world. You look silly, you know. We can change. There is always time for change, and we can do it. To our leaders, our vigogo, vinara wa siasa, did you learn something? Can you muige tu mtindo wa Mariga to concede defeat? Ara mkichara hapo, hata mkitupiwa ndimanga mkienda campaign kama sasa ninakuja kusimama governor wa Kisumu. Ara nikienda kusimama huko, wanaona hii yellow wanasema gai eno asha ginyona gekoyo nikiararia ara nikirushwa mawe huko. Can I be of an example to them? Ninaipokea vizuri bila kurusha mawe back. Can we? I know we can, and yes we can. Whatever Kenneth is, yes we can. Anybody can. We can change everything, just as Mariga changed the scenario by proving that he is a man. And I was asking myself, kumbe hata kama my brother Halwale alikuwa membebana tu na ndimanga, I think I was saying ni wa polite kiasi, ni wa pole tu, siku expect hivyo. Unaweza je tu pini wa chini na unaamka tu kangali kimwanaume, kufa kimwanaume, nimekubali kushindwa. No wonder huyu muibaji anaitwa Ken Rogers. Every Gabriel knows. No, that one. No rise to his lyrics though. Alisema, son, you don't have to fight to be a man. You don't have to turn this chick at ukigongwa unata. No, what do you sing? What is this song that he sang at? Son, you don't have to fight to be a man. And that is what Mariga did. He didn't have to fight back. He didn't fight to cause chaos. He didn't have to wake up and say, oeke, nikeirwo, kiribiwo, nikeirwo, mariba yote mariba kurashagu siothe, gishokerwo, nikerudiwo. Hakufanya hivyo because he believes you don't have to fight to be a man. You don't have to cause chaos to be a leader. You need to be an example, a role model. To me, he is a role model to very young people like us. Mimi ni mtoto kwangu, kwa hivyo he's not my role model. He's my role model ya watoto wangu. Na utoto majukuna tujukures forever. But he is a role model to many. Anyway, we might have Rushad Manenos. He embraced the Manenos wholeheartedly. Kwa mpira, sijui nini. Ni kama kwa mpira kuwezi kukatoka any leader. I used to be a runner. I used to even to walk and win medals. I still have my merits here in America in my past because I love them. I treasure them. Baka javelin. Does it mean because I was doing that I cannot be a leader? Why were we rushading maneno? He embraced all that. Ati we rudi kwa mpira. Wezani na siasa. Na hatujui huyo Imran. Imran. Alikuwa nafanya nini? Na how we can trust him to be a leader? Can we embrace the fact that I can be a governor tomorrow? Can we embrace the fact that I can be a woman rep tomorrow? It doesn't have, like Wamoshoba. Alikuwa ngatu anatuletea mavitu kwa Kameme, kwa Painoro, akaanzia shule yake ya media, Does it mean she cannot make a good leader? No. We all have different qualities and talents, and a talent and a quality are different. And some, they are even made better by being skilled and knowledgeable. Unaenda shule unasomea. Na vitu zingine zinakujanga tu hivyo. Naweza fikiria kwenda kuambia Sonko, unajua nini Mike Bovi? Mimi naonaje? Nataka tu kusimama kama gavana wa nini wanai. Upende usipende. Pigane, tuchukiane, alafu aseme hai through tuende kwa uwaja. It doesn't mean because I'm here yapping and giving you stories about the phone shake and what I learned through that I cannot be anything. I can be anything. And you know what? When God says yes, nobody can say no. If he had said yes for Mariga, so many people would have thought twice and say, well, ama tu tumchague tu. But for that scenario, there were no sympathy votes. They did their right. They exercised their rights in the best way possible. And I congratulate the people of Kibra a lot. They are my brothers. I love them because they are my in-laws. And I like it when they behave well. I feel happy for it. I feel happy. And I know ata Baba Rao, Mr. Honorable Raila Odinga, I know wherever he is, he's happy. Not because of the win, because he expected it to go through like the way it went, but because the people this time round were like, And with that few remarks, nyinyi wakubwa, igeni Mr. Mariga. Concede defeat democratically, maturely, and so that's the rule of the game, being a winner and a loser. Good night and bye-bye. Good morning.